Okay, that's the NFC teams that I want to talk about. Speaking of the Miami Dolphins, though, they have lost 2 straight games. They have a tough game here against the Bills. So although they are sitting at 8-6, it's not a guarantee that they make the playoffs here. 8-5.
8-5.
It's not a guarantee they make the playoffs here. It would be unlikely that they miss it, but I want to talk about it nonetheless because of their schedule. They got the Bills this week, and we've already talked about how that's probably a tough game. And we just talked about it. They got your Packers, who are very motivated. Then 2 more teams who are currently in the playoff spots, the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. How do you feel about Miami? Just in terms of math, I think they have to win 2 of these games, and they should make it because that'll get them to 10 wins. But how do you feel about their potential to make the playoffs?
I think they can I think they can go 2-2. I'm fairly confident. Obviously, I think the big games, all these games are big. We already did the picks. I foresee Buffalo handling business at Buffalo against Green Bay the 2 games at Miami. I think are the ones they're more likely to win against Green Bay on Christmas, and then 2 weeks later against the Jets at Miami. And obviously, we'll see if maybe they won't be if they take care of business against the Bills and Mike McDaniels prove that the cold's not a factor, because then that would give me more confidence for them against the Patriots. Although that's still scary because it's the Patriots and they barely hung on week 1 against them. But because they are have kind of afford to lose a drop or game or 2, I think that they'll make it at the end of the day. It's just too talented of a squad, and I feel like they know they got a lot riding on this in regards to management making all the moves they made, and obviously Tua. I'm sure he knows that this is obviously a big year and a big stretch of weeks to get them at least into the playoffs. To justify his draft pick and such. So I think they'll make it. I think they'll hang on.
I agree for the most part because, like I said, they got to win 2 games here. I think we just said it for the Packers, but I think that's a very crucial game for them too, because if things go as expected and they do lose to Buffalo, that means they've lost 3 straight games. So they got to get their acts together, because if they lose 4 straight against Green Bay, then the tough part is they're playing
to New England.
You're going to New England.
New England.
And the tough part too is for that wild card spot, at least as right now, they're the 6th seed. Right below them is the Patriots, 7-6. Then the Chargers, 7-6. Then the Jets, 7-6. The Chargers already hold a tiebreaker advantage over them because they just beat them. So if they lose to the Patriots, I don't know about tiebreakers there. We're not going to go through all that. If they lose to the Jets, either of those games, things could just get really dicey. Yeah. So they need to win that game against the Packers. If they drop that, they have to win back-to-back games. If they drop 3 of these 4 games, I don't think they make the playoffs, because I don't think they're going to hold a tiebreaker over the Chargers. They're definitely not going to get into that 5th seed range unless they can win, probably 3 of them, because you're contending with Cincinnati or Baltimore, who both have 9 wins already. So, I think for Miami, they should make it in, but it is a tough road, very tough road, because the AFC is pretty competitive.